Hello again, we are back in Tiny Glade, and there's our castle that we built last episode, standing on that hill. Looking at that from a distance, yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and how that turned out. I just wanted to zoom in because we didn't really have a look at this tower here, and I just like how we've got our tower and the top part sticking outside. Anyway, enough admiring our castle, we've got a village to build, haven't we? So what I think we'll need houses, we'll need like an inn. I'm gonna start with a pond. Let's get a nice big. I think we can have a nice focal point, sort of in the middle of the village. We put in a pond. Doesn't have to be a perfectly round pond, although I've done quite a good job there, haven't I? We have a little island in the pond. Isn't that nice? A little village pond with an island in it. Oh, sheep's going up for a dip. So that's the funny thing with this game. You build stuff, the only people that visit are sheep. And, well, I guess insects. We've got an insect flying across there, maybe birds. We might get ducks on our pond. I think we do get fish in there. It's probably a bit cold, isn't it, for them? It's winter, after all. Anyway, we've got a lovely village pond there. What should we build first? Let's just stick in a couple of houses and see where we go from there. Now, we could have a house, a little place. If I do this, make it a bit wider, click on the roof, that wants, whoops, rotating I reckon. That's better, that's much better. Now, probably also want to move it back from the pond a little bit as well. That is a lovely little house to start our village in our Tiny Glade. I'm going to stick a door on. Do you want the door in the middle or over to one side? Questions. I'm sort of thinking if I stick it there, we need a bigger door. Might not hurt. Get rid of some of this plant life. No, we won't, because it won't let me. I'll click on that door. I usually change the style. It's just it's stuck behind all that stuff. Which is no good. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I'll stick it back where it was and probably fix it. There you go, they've got a bucket outside. If I have a lovely path, I'm thinking a dirt track. There we are, we have a path leading up to the front of the house. Sorted. Now we'll get some windows in. The downstairs window there. Actually, I've just thought what we can do. I remember how these get. If you remember in the last episode, I showed you the big arch window. You can look at this. You'll like this. So that's got shutters. Wait for it. A bay window. How nice is that? That looks good, doesn't it? And then we can have, I guess, some windows upstairs. That's got a lovely planter outside it. You wouldn't hang your washing over your front door. Maybe we'll make that one with a shutter. And then come over the side. They can have a planter as well. Ah! It's a little bit lopsided. We have 2 bay windows. If it lets me. And then I can bring that over a bit. Like that. Move that just slightly as well. There we go, slightly less lopsided. That's quite a big house now, isn't it? Look, they've got 2 rooms where the bay windows downstairs. It's a big house. That's a bit high, I reckon. I think we want it about there. I'm going to change the colour of this house because it's the same colour as our castle, and I don't think that's right. So, if you'll allow us, could have half timber, which I do quite like, and oh look, we can change the colour of the wood. Have a lovely light wood, a much darker wood. I think I want to go for a dark wood, and I want to change those stones. They shouldn't be that for sure. Sort of peeling, isn't it? I think that'll do anyway. Shall we change the roof tiles? Yes, I think we should, if I'm honest. We can make them a lovely red, shall we? Or we can make them a... What do we reckon? Yeah, I think so. There's our little house. Now, if we come down the side, we'll need to add more windows and such, won't we? Let's stick a chimney on it. What is she going to look like with a chimney on her? Don't know. Where should we put it? I think that'll do. But I don't like that stone on this building. We'll go with that. And then I suppose we'll need a back door, won't we? Which I'll pop down here. They've got a little birdhouse now. There we go. Oh, do I like that? A big door. Here, go on. And have some windows. Like that. And then upstairs we'd have some little windows. Now maybe we ought to have bigger windows than that, shouldn't we? Go on then. There we go. And like that. There's our first house built. What I will do though, I say it's our first house built, and it is our first house built. But don't you think they ought to have a little fence around their property? So we'll go from the path out. Actually, if we go across the path, it'll create even a little entranceway into our property. Now isn't that lovely? And then we can come out the other side a little ways. And we'll give them a bit of a garden. Like this. Fence down. That is smashing. A lovely, charming little house. So I suspect it's time now for us to build them a neighbouring house, and we'll turn this into a proper little village. So we've got a house there. We could do a little run of houses, couldn't we? So that's like a sort of a lovely little cottage, but what if we did a little terrace? Oh, is the pond frozen over? Oh, that's all nicey. I haven't built in the winter before in this game. Let's build a little terrace of houses. Square houses. Square houses. If it lets us. And what we'll do is do it like that. I want another one. And we'll have, you guessed it, another one. All standalone houses, but here, oh look, they've got little birds nesting and everything. What I think we'll do, why don't we make them the old style? Put that down. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hold on, hey up. What? Why have you done that? Well, there is a reason. I'm going to make these bits, oops, a little bit shorter. Not too much, but a little bit. What we're going to do is get the right bit. That'll do. And then here, what I'm going to do is make it one of these styles. So No. I mean, yes, ultimately, yes. I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to do. Let's get rid of that. Because it hasn't done what I want it to do. That was it. That's it. I want it to lean out over the top, you see. But not at the back. That over. So it's in line. That'll do. And then at the back, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. There we go. Now at the front, a bit more overhang than that. Excuse me, game. I think that'll do. I would love to copy that across, but hey ho, stick a roof on it, like that, and I want to do the same again and again and again. No, just again and again. Right. Aha! Easy when you know how. Roof up. Yeah, it can be fine. Come around the back, make sure that it's doing what we want, which I don't think it is at the moment. Not quite. Till that banister disappears. So fiddly. No. 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 Oh, we'll just go with that. It's fine, I guess. It'll be fine. I suppose. Right, and then on the end here, we just need to do the same. A lovely square building. Like that. Bring that out. Bring that down. Bring that up. We're going to flip that. We'll come round. Now actually, at the back of this one, we might have a little balcony space. It'll save messing about with it, and also it just means that they're not all uniform then, doesn't it? So I'll stick a door there. It doesn't need a bell on it. Don't really need a holly wreath either. They won't need vegetables up front. That's it. Right. Now we'll want a couple of windows. One there. And one there. There we go. That's quite nice. Right. Back door. Again, don't need a holly wreath. That's good. And we'll have our couple of windows. Actually, I might do one with shutters down there. There we go. Not hanging washing out. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. For this house, we will have a window there, and come on, a window there, and a lovely back door with rooms outside, potentially. Oh, pumpkins! Look at that. That's quite good. Hay bales. Trouble is, I'm going to have to put fences between these properties, so we don't need signposts. I have a pumpkin. Right, and then you can have your door over here. You don't need a bell. Or a wreath. You don't need a wreath either. Come on. That'll do. And then you'll have a window and a window. Won't you? Yes! Good. Right, you can have one window there. I think you could have... Come on. A double window like that. You will have... Come on. A window and a window. Good. Let's come back round the front. We've got to put in their front doors. That's going to be obscured by ivy, but let's do it. No, there we go. That's good. That looks good. A door for you, and a door for you. Right, and you'll want windows as well. So a little window there. You'll have a little window there, and you'll have a little window there. My little cat has come to join us. Wants to build our tiny glade with us. Come on then. Come on then. Okay. Hello. Hello. We're building a tiny glade. Oh, is that right? And so you can see some in-game time has passed. I just had to play a little game. So we're back to finishing off our houses. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this terrace. I think then we'll wrap it up for today. I'm going to have a single and a double. We have some washing hanging out. That's lovely. And then we'll have, I think, a double. And a single. And then a single. And, you guessed it, a double. Yeah, that's quite nice with the window boxes there. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We've got our little terraced of houses now. Let's put in a path to their doors, because I don't want that. There we go. Like that. And then like that. And if we come across here, like that. We'll have the road, or the path, or whatever you want to call it, coming across there, down to the cottage there. That's quite nice, isn't it? So now we've got a little terrace and a cottage. What I will do, because they've all got their own back gardens. Whoops! I tell you what, camera on this sometimes is a bit fiddly. So we want fences. I want a fence out from here. And they're going to have quite long, narrow gardens, aren't they? That's like that. And one for you. And across like that. And I can't really see because of that tree. Whoops. We need to do the same for you as well. That tree's right well in the way. There we go. So that, I think, is really rather lovely, isn't it? Should we give them a little patio at the back of their houses? We could do it like this. And all we'll do not quite like that. Like that. And then we'll do across here. So immediately out the back of their houses, they've got a little patio space. It just clears some of the shrubbery then as well, so it's not going to block their doors. And there you go, a lovely little run of terraced houses. So that brings our village together a bit more. Let's come up a bit, zoom out and spin round. Other way please. So now we've got some houses here by the village pond, and up on the hill we've got our castle from last time. And our village is really starting to take shape, isn't it? I think we will come back to this, but I am going to end this episode there, and maybe next time, who knows, we need, I think we should put an inn in for people to visit, and I'm thinking over here, over the back by the side of the castle, we might put a church in. That could be next episode. I will catch you then. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye!